Hello, it's August 16th and welcome to Temperature Check with Geoff. I want to talk briefly today about this increasing sense in Silicon Valley that price just doesn't matter for investments. So at the early stages, seed, Series A, Series B, to some extent, even like Series C, Series D investing, there is just increasing sense that for the companies that have the most momentum, you should just invest at any price. It just doesn't matter. The valuation just doesn't matter. And I want to talk about this briefly from the side of the entrepreneur and then from the side of the investor. From the side of the entrepreneur, I'm actually of the mind, and I've always been quite transparent about this, that it generally makes sense to raise as much money as you possibly can at the highest price that you can get. I think that's generally the right thing to do. And so if you're an entrepreneur, I think generally what you should do is get the highest price you can and raise the most money that you possibly can. That is more often than not the right thing to do. There are exceptions to that, but I think that is generally true advice. And if you're in the market for venture capital, certainly you can bootstrap a business. But if you're going the venture route and you're trying to blitz scale things, you should generally raise as much as you can at the highest price possible. And you know that I don't often give one size fits all bromide type advice, so this is sort of an exception to that rule. I would add that given the times we're in right now, and again, we're Q3 2020, you probably want to sell some secondary. You probably want to get some founder liquidity. You should probably let your employees get some liquidity. You want to push against this increasing trend toward downward mobility. That's just going to be a defining trend for the remainder of our lives, I believe. So letting people get some cash now, I think makes sense, and you should probably be quite open to selling some secondary. So that's from the entrepreneur side. From the investor side, what I'd say is the sense that price does not matter, that one should just invest at any price, I actually think is symptomatic of this overarching, increasingly nihilistic vibe amongst everyone, including investors, including folks who have no reason to be nihilistic, who really should not be nihilistic at all. But this sort of nihilistic sense that nothing matters anymore, and one should just do whatever because nothing matters, and things like price just don't matter, and that's evidence of nihilism. And personally, I like to avoid nihilists. I like to not be nihilistic, but to each their own. Talk to you later.